Company, always on the run. Destiny is a rising sun. Oh, I was born, six gun in my hand. Behind a gun, I'll make my final stand. Hey, that's why they call me bad company. I can't deny bad company till the day I die.
Well, all you Mopar fans, peeps, people, owners out there, we heard you loud and clear. You know, it was pretty obviously, so you shouted it. Well, you kind of read it in the comments, but you wanted some Mopar? We finally got some for you. And this time, it's ours. We own it. She's a big beast. And now she got some complications. Got to figure that out, so. Guess that's what we're gonna do. Chicken wings.
Well, everybody, like Sweet Mama just told you, you guys have been jonesing, and here it is. A little Mopar action for y'all. Now you get to see the kind of junk that we own.
Ain't junk.
Yep, we've been working on everybody else's stuff, which has been forged somehow. Now we turn our sights on our garbage. What you're looking at is a 1968 Satellite, bought a while back. It's that right here, in my way. And we had a 440 motorhome engine that sat right there in my way. So theory was we'll put them both together and we'll fire it up and we'll get this stuff out of our way. So.
And it run amazing.
It did. You know how it is. You get something running and then you're like, well, we'll just take it up the road, you know, maybe we'll take it to get something to eat.
So he took me to Dunbar Pa, we grabbed a little bit of lunch, went for a nice little walk. He got me some ice cream and we did some back road driving and she was amazing.
Took some pictures and did a little video for y'all. Make sure you check it out. Then come along this year, Labor Day, we attended a car show, first ever car show of a couple members of the channel, Larry and Ken Garlitz.
Yep,
down there in Colonesville. Yep, we took the car down there and well, lo and behold, misfortune reared its ugly head and this thing lost oil pressure on the way back.
She threw a fit. It was just a hiccup.
It was a hiccup. I had the valves rattling and everything else and pull over along the road and get the checking everything out. The oil level's fine because, well, impeccable maintenance, that I keep up on everything. Yeah. But anyhow, the oil was nice and clean and it was full and I fired it back up and then the oil pressure stood straight up again. So on the way home, I could see it gradually drop off. So it seems like it's got some kind of restriction, maybe a rat nest in the oil pan, maybe the frame lifter collapsed.
Just a little dirt.
I said lifter, it's filter. We're going to throw her up on a lift and tear the pan out of it and maybe pull a couple bearings, see if there's a rat nest or, Copenhagen can or something laying in there and do whatever it takes to get her going. So.
That sounds like a lot of woke.
A lot of work. You guys might as well just kick your feet up and it's going to be a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be here a bit.
All right, then.
Where you going? Work's over here.
see, it's got 40-pound oil pressure at idle, even when it's warm. Just it'll eventually get down to nothing, you know, when you're highway cruising. So that's what we're dealing with.
What are you doing, girlie? You probably want your coat on. Are you cold? It's my baby cold. Such a good girl. You are. You're such a good girl. You're in your cute little fudge pop colors.
Yeah.
Let's shoot for the sky. What? What happened?
Looks like it ain't gonna fall, right?
Girlie, he don't know what he's doing. He didn't go high enough. Tell him, he didn't go high enough. What'd you come up with?
Well, none of y'all get confused by the 383 pi tin on the air cleaner. She's a 440. It's not much of one, just a later model motorhome 440, like 8.5 to 1 compression or something, you know. A little RV cam in it and a set of headers is all it is. It's nothing to brag about, but it does move the car around, you know. Yeah, the oil's nice and clean and it's nice and full. It holds 40 pounds at idle when it's warm, so it's good and tight, you know. It's not like the oil's getting warm and losing pressure. It's got some kind of restriction or something going on.
Yeah, like, what's up with that dipstick?
What's up with this dipstick?
Just stab it, why don't you?
You got to get the right combination to get her in there, you know.
Problem number 2.
I've done better now, by golly. There it is. No, it ain't. There it is. Yep. But yeah, it's got a frame oil filter on it. pH 43. Guilty. We had a case of them that came from the garbage dump or somewhere, and I put them on everything we had. You know, they were free filters. pH 43, brand new, not even used for a change. But that might be all the problem that we have now. Back in the day, storytelling time, I had an old Swipline truck that had a 383 in it, and unbeknownst to me, the valley pan under the intake was rotted out, and the mice got down in there and built a nest under the intake, and I didn't know it. And I fired it up, and by golly, she plugged up, and I lost oil pressure and immediately shut it off. But it was too late. There was nest wrapped around every push rod that was in there spinning, and it was just clear full.
So you evicted a family and you lost your motor, is what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I lost a truck because I wasn't fixing it. I just sold the truck. I wasn't dealing with it. But I'm kind of thinking maybe the same thing here. When we picked this engine off the garage floor, we did paint it up, and I took the intake off and put a new valley pan under it because, well, it was cleaner looking, you know, to put a new one on it. And pretty sure if there was a rat nest in there, I'd have seen it, you know. So, no, to be honest, the engine looked really clean. This was supposed to be a rebuilt engine out of a motorhome. Lucky for us that I already had a deep sump car pan on it, so we didn't have to take the pan off or anything. So who knows what was down in there, you know what I mean? So we're going to find one or two things. I think we'll find that the pickup is plugged up from something that made a nest in there, or this filter collapsed. But either way, we got to check the bearings since it ran low on fluid or oil pressure at one point. So yep, that's the explanation I'm going with.
What you gonna do, reuse the oil coming out of it?
You're dang right.
Quick, I want to see you lift your leg again.
About to pull my back out of place. Safety last, guys. Safety last.
Daggone.
Shit.
Surprised you got an extension left at the bottom of
Put it
there.
right up to the moon. See, we will.
Could you be any louder? Let's just wake the neighbors. Oh, now you gotta put a scratch on that license plate. Way to go.
Oh, look at that, honey. It was made for it. Oh,
Yep.
that ain't so good. Don't like that. Don't like that so much.
Did you figure it out yet, or are we still investigating?
Well,
Come on.
like Houdini said, you know, they say, hey, Houdini, like if you want to be submerged in water and get yourself free from the shackles and chains in like 5 minutes, what would you do? He said, you know what I'd do? He said, I would think for 4 minutes how to get out in 1. You know, honey?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking of how to do this for 3 days, how to do it in 1.
That explains a lot.
See?
That's all you had to tell me, honey.
See, my logic explains itself.
Exactly.
Anyhow, little backstory on this car. I did some wheeling and dealing for an old Dana 60 rear end and some cash, and a fella brought this car up from one of the Carolinas, East or West Carolina, I forget which one, and on a 5-wheel car trailer. It's a 3-axle, 6-wheel trailer with 1 wheel missing. So he brought her clear from one of the Carolinas up here on 5 wheels.
I bet you I'm related to him.
Yeah, it's probably, yeah. We did buy all new interior and put in it. And we rebuilt the front suspension and all the brakes the whole way around.
Don't forget your fancy headliner.
Put a headliner in it, sprayed glue all over the interior trying to put the headliner in.
It looked good.
And it fell out about 4 times before I gave up.
It's mexy.
So we went over the car and put all new front suspension in it, 11-inch set of brakes on it with new drums and new everything. All the brakes are rebuilt front to back. Like I said, motorhome 440, 727 with a deep pan. We've got some, I think these are stall headers, or they're a pretty good header. But we got some purple hornies on it. We were prepping this car for a little bigger engine, so I went ahead and bought some aftermarket axles. I think they're Yukons or somebody's. And we put some mono leaves and Caltrac bars on it. Well, I did everything but put frame connectors in it. It's just because I just ran out of ambition, basically. So, like I said, it sat there in the way for a long time, as did the motor. We just jammed it in there, and here we are with oil pressure problems.
Able to driver.
Uh-huh.
How about these fat tires? Dang, going on the size of my head.
Yeah, them came from a swap meet. They're probably 50 years old or so. You know, I'm still pressing my luck running them. A little bit of dry rot and crack on there. You know, don't worry about none of that.
Well, the outside's nice and shiny. That's all it matters.
Yeah, you can go $120 with them dry rotted tires. But yeah, the engine, well, as you can tell by the paint job on it, that it was sitting on the floor and I just painted what you could see, you know.
That's my man.
That's how I roll.
That's about
Yeah,
right.
Mama, look at all the paint I saved, you know. I didn't do none of that.
You don't see that part when you're driving.
Yep, but even though this was a motorhome engine, it had a car pan in it, which worked out good for us. So we never had to pan off this thing. So I'm pretty sure we're going to open that up and we're going to see a nest or something.
Probably bugs,
Yeah.
stink bugs, snakes.
Yep, probably going to have to take this drag link off of here, Mama.
Oh, now you're really getting to some work.
Yeah, hopefully we ain't got to lift the motor at all or anything like that. We can just wiggle her on out of there.
Well, a wise man told me it's just nuts and bolts, right?
Yeah, well, just bolts this time, but yeah, nuts and bolts. Just nuts and bolts. All right, let me drain that oil out and see what comes plopping out of it. Oh, well.
Glad I didn't do that.
Tease me. Looky, looky. Ooh, look. Honey,
That's disgusting.
what is that?
Why does it look so clean on top?
That's our problem, whatever that is.
You can put that in your mouth.
I'm thinking nest. That'll look cleaner on the stick too than what it does there.
That's why I said up there it looks clean. Down here it looks like you haven't changed it in years. It's like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's not like a carcass or something, you know? I'm smearing around between my fingers and up underneath my fingernails.
Yep. Get some fungus.
Well, looky there, sweet mama.
That ain't pudding and that ain't poop. So what is it?
What do you figure that is?
Feel any shavings or anything? Sticky? What is it?
I can't describe it. It's like pudding almost. Mysteries! Always do your best to hit the threads, you know? Oh, that one popped right off, honey. Look at that. Mercy sakes. Ow! That means get a bigger hammer, I guess.
All the way over there.
Shoot. That was easy. 10,000 more to go. I'll just drop them everywhere. Yes, ma'am. Hey, if we get this paint out, it'd be a good time to finish painting it.
You ran out of paint, that's probably why you stopped.
She's got all the paint she's getting, guys. Shoot. Ain't no money for no paint.
I got fancy red stuff on that.
Well, everything about this thing's impressive.
That looks stupid.
Since the advent of like power tools, who else is guilty of like doing whatever it takes to use that power tool instead of getting a wrench? You know, take you 30 seconds. You're just so determined to use this that you'll just destroy everything in your path to use it. Just got a couple more to go. Yeah, sweet mama, don't you worry. Big Daddy's on the job. Hey, I wonder where that oil's coming from. Or is that gas? We got a gas leak? What's going on here? What's that all about? That's gasoline. Never knew that was dripping. That'll have to be properly ignored like everything else. Too easy for the wrench, too hard for your fingers. That's what we got going on here. Give me rheumatism. Give me carpal tunnel. Give me hemorrhoids.
Now, is there an oil pan gasket for this, or they just stick the RTV or whatever that stuff is on it? Silicone?
Oh, yeah, it's your choice.
What's the right choice?
I prefer a cork gasket on these. Usually there's a windage tray that's oil pan mounted on these. Not usually. I like to usually put one on it, so that means you got to put 2 oil pan gaskets on it. We don't have oil. We don't have bread and milk in the house, but I think I've got 2 oil pan gaskets here for a big block Mopar. All right, let me get laughed at while I try to get this pan out of here. And it won't fit, and I got to rip the motor out to get it. Oh, oh, oh. All hands on deck. Oh my. Oh yeah.
Why does this sound sticky and crunchy at the same time?
Oh. Oh, it's got a windage tray in it, sweet mama. Lucky. What do we got down in there?
Ew, everything you're not supposed to have.
Oh, it looks like a little bit of a nest, maybe. It's not a lot of it, just probably enough, huh?
What's hanging out the oil? Geez, that thing's completely plugged up.
All right, there's our problem, guys. We got a little funk in the intake, you know?
Got a little funk in your junk, honey.
Little funky junky. You know what that was, honey? I'll guarantee it.
Lack of maintenance.
Well, normally, yeah, but on the way to Ken's car show, we come up behind that import fella revving his car up and stuff, and I think I sucked him right into the old snorkel intake, and there he is. There he is. Gets sucked up in the oil pan.
If nobody liked that comment, it wasn't me that said it, guys. I love you guys.
Yeah, like I said, guys, windage tray. 2 oil pan gaskets. If any of y'all ain't familiar, a windage tray keeps all your oil down underneath it, because when your crank's going around and it sucks the oil up, and you got to fight through the oil with the crank, you know? So that keeps all the oil on the one side and the crank on the other, basically.
That's educational.
This will be bent. beyond recognition by the time I get it out of here. Maybe I just better take this one out of here, huh? Oh. Mess makers. That's what we are, Mama.
How do I keep getting oil on me? I'm not even touching the project.
Yep. Boy, it didn't have many threads holding it in there, did it? Oh no, I feel threads, honey.
Kind of looked like you ripped it out as you were going.
I feel threads.
It's like you're whining and twisting her around.
No, I don't like that. We'll have to see what that becomes. Okay, here's the windage tray. Nothing important to see here.
Nope.
Just more dirty oil. Alright, what's up in here now? Well, looks like that thing got a forged crank in it, guys. Are you kidding me? Yep, she's a steel cranker. By golly. Looks like the rods are reconditioned. Maybe balanced, you think? I don't know, probably not, but it's fun to say. It looks like newer pistons, look like cast pistons. She's pretty clean down in here, by golly. I think it's balanced, guys. Looky here. Yeah, it appears that this thing's had some balance work done, guys. Looks like somebody welded some metal in here. Seeing as how that's all, and there's definitely some metal welded in there. So, I'm guessing that the guy probably spent good money to have a steel crank put in his cast crank engine. Be my guess. Pistons look newish. No idea what size. That's about all we can tell from down here. We're probably gonna have to pull a cap off or two and check the bearings, but I'd almost bet money that it's good, Mama.
Looks like he got lucky and he loved it enough to take care of it. Well, as long as he shelled out the money for the good stuff.
That's right. Give us a discount. I can't say I'm real happy about the threads coming down out of that hole right there. Look like they're about chawed clear out. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that pickup back up in there, sweet Mama.
Might have to tap and die and put something bigger in there.
Oh no. It's going to get heavy. Alright, let's check the bearings out. Alright, typically when I get to snooping around in here for bearing wear and stuff, I try to pick the ones that's furthest away from the oil pump. The oil pump's in the front on this one, so I don't want to mess with this cap because it's underneath the pan rail, the rear main seal rail insert thing. So I want to go with the next one up. Yank it out, see what it looks like. Ooh. Oh, what a mistake. Okay. Yep. Okay. What do we have here, sweet Mama? She still looks pretty good to me. Wow, is that thing still hot? Golly. Bearing doesn't look too awful bad. Oh. If I could get it out, I could see what size it is. All right. Looks like 20 thousandths. So the crank was cut 20. Bearing doesn't look like brand new. Look like it got a little chunk of dirt picked up in it, but
Told you it was dirt.
I'm gonna roll with that, guys. Let's pull rod bearing out. All right, I'm gonna go for number 7 since it's the one right here in my face. Ooh. Let's see what this says. All right, look how nice that is, honey. Looks a little different than them gold ones we're usually used to looking at, you know? Let's see, what size are these now? 10 thousandths. So, 10 thousandths on rods, 20 thousandths on the steel crank in this thing. Golly. Wish I had a little better idea what the compression was. Maybe somebody made her a 10 to 1 or something. I don't know. Got my doubts, but if you did all this, why wouldn't you put some flat tops in it? You know what I mean? Get rid of that 8-to-1 or whatever these motorhome engines came with.
Maybe he's just easy to please and a simple kind of guy.
Could be, could be. I don't see anything here that's going to want me to rip this engine clear apart, you know.
Well, thank God.
If there was something wrong, I probably still wouldn't tear it apart. I'm going to be honest with y'all.
That's why I love you.
Yeah, so I'm going to throw this back together. I'm going to clean out the oil pan in the pickup, and I want to try for 3 days to get the oil pan pickup threaded back into the block since the threads came out with it. I can't wait for that. Oh yeah, mercy sakes. Yeah. All right, well that was easy enough. Now I'm debating myself in my head whether to use this windage tray or not. It's like a super ultra low performance engine, and we're not going to run it hard, and I have trouble with that with the threads on that pickup tube, and I think you got to put this in before you put the pickup tube in, and I don't know. I'm going to clean it up and I'll fight with it or not, okay? But more importantly, it takes 2 oil pan gaskets, and well, they're probably like $5 or $10 a piece, you know? I could save $5 or $10 if I didn't even put the windage tray back in it, you know? And the next piece of junk that's rattling in the bottom end, I'd have an oil pan gasket to rip the pan off and totally ignore it, just like we're doing this one. I know the right way of doing it is rip the motor out, rip it apart, take it to the machine shop, have it boiled out, and have all the clearances checked, and I know that, but you know why I'm not? You guessed it. Ain't in the budget. You know what I was thinking, sweet mama?
What?
I was thinking, boy, one of them Morski super scrapers come in pretty handy right about now.
Maybe you should order one.
I keep waiting for him to just donate one to the channel and just show up in the mail one day, and still ain't happened.
You don't even know who you are.
No, you don't know me from Adam, but if any of you guys know him, tell him to get on the ball and send me one of them super scrapers. Tasty.
Did you get her all nice and shined up?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Lots of silly pucky on this one. Daggone.
Oh, that's nice and new when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep wiping, it'll be perfect.
I'll just sell this and put an old rusty one on there or something.
Why does it look like the oil fought back with you? I mean, you just look like you're a spotted leopard.
Well, listen, when you work as hard as I do, honey, it's going to show, okay? Like you said, sweet mama, why does this stink so bad? It's probably because there's like a carcass in here, all ground up, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It does have a little bit of a whiff to it, but hey.
You got a positive side for it?
Yeah, 3 or 4 oil changes down the road, it'll all be ancient history. Not that I'm going to change the oil 3 or 4 times. I mean, like if somebody buys it or something someday, they'll get it out of there.
Keep waiting for you to stick your hand down that hole. I just want to see what's in that hole. That's my excitement I'm waiting for. I want to see it pull it out of there.
Oh, the splendor down in there. Sweet mama, what's for dinner?
I want to see how much crap comes out of there. It's almost like that time you're making fun of me for touching the dog poop. Oh, it's so warm.
Oh, honey, don't. Don't.
Oh, it's so hot. It's so warm. There's peanuts.
Loser.
That looks disgusting.
Save my cleanest dirty rag for the end here. I think it might have rusted that a little bit down there. Might have to take some extra special care for that.
How in the world would it rust it?
I don't know.
It's been moved up the whole time.
I don't know. I'd like to say if I had it to do all over again, I'd rip this oil pan off and looked in that motor. That'd be a lie.
But you took all the energy and effort to paint it.
I mean...
Rattle can it.
You shamed me, remember? You shamed me into painting that. I was just going to dip her right in there. You got to at least paint it.
You even wire wheeled it.
I'm still getting rust from painting that 2 years ago. And in all rights, guys, you all know that you're probably supposed to have this thing cleaned up pretty good. And it's a shame because the thing does have a steel crank in it, and you can tell it's freshly rebuilt. But I ain't kidding when I tell you, that ain't the budget, guys. If I had to rip that motor apart right now, the car would just sit here for another 5 years, you know. And
That's when we first got this garage too.
They would get passed by. You know, it sat here for what, 3 years or so?
Yeah, but when we first decided to get this garage, you were actually trying to put stuff together so we can move it around and store it. And yeah.
I remember we put the interior in it. We put all the suspension under it, new springs and all that.
We tried to get the motor off the floor and the transmission to where it was just like movable, and we liked it. We just left it that way for a bit.
At that time, we were renting this one bay before we bought the place.
Yeah, had 2 vehicles in it side by
We
side.
had a car here that was taking up half of it, and just a mountain of stuff everywhere, all around it.
And then renting storage for all the other
storage.
stuff.
Yeah, we had a lot going on at the time, and it was a big help to get that thing together and get it out of the way. You know.
And it took a lot of parts to do it, so it was off the floor.
Yep, me and Sweet Mama did interior together. I had the trunk and the quarter panel put on prior to. So other than that, it was like filled fresh. It just came out of somebody's backyard that sat there forever.
All the way down to caulking all the windows and jamming her in there.
Yeah, we resealed all the windows, and
it was fun.
Yeah, the roof was sun-baked. It was rusted real bad. And we had to take acid to it and etch it, and we
got it on the floor.
We got it on the floor, tore concrete up. You can still see the stains there where we etched the roof. But we epoxy primed it after that, and it never came back off. It's been a couple years. So it's hanging tough. We never coated anything over top of that epoxy. So, yep, that's what we did. It's just smearing everywhere.
Well, if you put your fingers in there and there ain't no sticks or leaves or anything else, I think we're good to go. Just don't leave no paper behind.
Yeah, I don't want all my friends online there to see me.
You want me to shut this off then?
Being a hack, you know? Yeah, you might have to shut that off in a minute. I'm about there cleaning it. Wow. Whatever that is just, it doesn't come off. It just smears everywhere.
Is it like sticky tar?
A little bit. Making absolutely no progress. I got work to do. Can't be sitting here gawking at it all day. Hey, you know the good thing about it?
What?
Once it's bolted on, you'll never see it again, you know?
Right?
Spray it out, it's only 50 bucks a can.
No, I think she's good.
Okay. Okay, everybody, this is what we're battling here. I don't know what that is, but she sure is funky. It doesn't resemble a rat nest, though. Like, it's not all fuzzy and...
Looks like caked up rust.
Well, I would say
Still
it's...
soft.
I don't know what it is. It almost looks like oil that's sludged up or something. That's a little piece of silicone there. You tell me, guys. I don't see how a mouse could get in there, really. The valley pan was not rotted out, and we always had valve covers and whatnot on it. So I don't know, maybe it's just sat so long before we got it that the oil sludged up in the bottom or something. I don't know.
This all matters now is that you're gonna blow it out.
I'm gonna blow her on out of there. Good.
That's him, Sheriff Roscoe Coltrane.
That didn't work. Dang it. Look what we can do.
Well, that's just making a mess, mister.
It looks like it's going to take a little more effort than what I'm putting into it.
I'm telling the dog.
Need to get it airborne so it gets in your sinuses deeper, you know?
Did you get it all out of there?
I did, and like everything's ready to go. It's like no harm, no foul. Except, well, you know, hustle house. All the threads came out of the block when I took this out. I do think that we have a tap I think I have a 3/8 pipe tap. We can get up in there and touch them threads up. All right, let's see what we can do. And I did find a 3/8 tap. We're just going to run her up in there and just clean the threads up a little bit. I don't want to make a bunch of metal shavings, so I'm not going to ramrod it up through there, you know.
You're not going to give her all the torque and beans, are you?
Nah, just clean it up, make sure we can get that thing started. I hope the threads are okay on it because I do not have a female 3/8 pipe die. So we're going to get what we got.
I love how you use stuff that's exactly what it's for.
Yes, ma'am.
Jeez.
Get all the funkiness out of there.
Next you'll be using shampoo for daggone car wash.
I've done that, honey. I've actually done that.
Gigs.
Head and shoulders. You know?
I knew it smelled.
Head and shoulders above the rest.
What are you doing?
I didn't forget to cut the gasket off. You did.
Well,
On
I
it.
figure you scraped it better than I do.
It's been another 4 hours of my life here. Getting this off of here.
You're doing a fancy job, honey. Very
Places
clean.
I can't reach. Things I can't understand. Ooh. Big chunk.
It makes you feel great, don't it?
Yeah, I like big chunks.
You're gonna slingshot that right in your face.
It's all fun and games till somebody loses an eye. Alright, well, we got her sorted there. And well, that's where she sits, but that's way too loose. So we're going to have to get her around there again. Hopefully the threads hold out because they weren't the best looking set of threads I've ever seen in my life. Oh, everything's going as planned so far. Oh, we're almost home, honey. How do I want to get a hold of it? That's what I'm trying to ask myself. Oh, I'm going to smash that in there. Oh, which way do I want to go here? Nope, not that way. Oh, busted knuckle. Love it. Oh, here we go. We're getting close.
Okay.
I think that's it right there, sweet mama.
Jeez.
Is that her?
I
think it is. Watch your head. Oh, she's good and tight. Did you hear the elbow crack?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
It means it's tight.
Oh.
Will it fit or will it not? Oh,
You're buttoning it.
I'm butting the crap out of it. That's what I'm doing.
Oh.
Hey, it'll only leak till the oil's all gone, honey. All right.
You can tell this is our vehicle.
Well, that's in there. The thing is, ain't no gasket up in there. I don't even know if what I'm trying to pull off here is even possible. Is this even a thing you can do?
If it is, you'll find out.
I'll find out.
You're always the one that tries it first.
Rip my $3 gasket in half, I'll be upset.
When you find out today's market and it's actually $20, you'll really be upset.
Yeah. Yeah, that was back 4 years ago when I bought this. Probably a lot cheaper then. Just guessing, I don't know why.
Oh, I'll check you out.
I think we're getting somewhere now. Keep pushing till it rips. That's what you do. That's what you do in every other case, you know. Just get excited and stuff starts happening the wrong way. Never mind, I just bent the windage tray in banana shape to get it up in there. Hey, look what we can do, Mama. It's up in there.
Looking great.
Except for that, it's up in there. Shoot. This is easy.
Oh, you're going for the grand finale.
3 layers at once, sweet Mama. That's how we roll. About that thing, why is that in my way? It wasn't in my way before, was it?
I think you took it from the front.
We'll do this.
I don't know, I think you took it from the front. Leave it out and slid it back kind of thing.
Well, this gasket's going to
Maybe.
ruin my day. That's what it's going to do.
Maybe you need to put some fishing string in some of those holes.
If you would just hang down a little lower, you know.
Didn't you ever play Tetris?
I never got to the last level. Well, why? What am I missing here? Oh, what if I go this way? Ha, look at that, honey.
You're such a smart man.
I knew it the whole time. I wasn't fooled at all. You were fooled. I was just playing.
Look at that. It'll be a wonderful challenge lining all that up. Yep.
Yep, mess with me now. Oh, this is easy. Look at that, honey. Got me 2 hands.
Oh yeah.
Do whatever I want. Yeah, not the most pleasant thing to try to line up 2 gaskets, a windage tray, and an oil pan.
You need small hands for it.
Yeah, so with any luck, it'll leak profusely, and I can do it all over again. That'd be great. Should have left the windage tray out of it. That's what I should have done.
I don't even really see what it's for.
Well, it's free horsepower. It's worth 10 or 15, so they say. Why is my light not working? I'm out of alignment here or something. I got a sticker in there. Put it in there and do some of that. See how I did that, honey? Told it what to do. Yep. Success to me. Shoot.
Did you get it?
Nope. Did not get it. Do the 2-finger flex. Fit her up around the back side. There's a 2-finger backhand flea flicker going on here. I've already got somewhere. Nope. Nope. Twin tips. Twin tips getting her in there. That's a patented move. This is the granny pitch underhand here. Gotta get up high so you can granny pitch it, you know, up underneath there, up underhand. Never mind, where's the hole, you know? It's not important right now. Oh, found it. Do the push and twist here. This one, you push it and twist at the same time, you know, upward and roundward. You hear that dirt crunching in the threads, you know you got something, you know? All right. This front corner now, this could be the Achilles ankle here. If I can get that up in there, we might be okay. Might be able to rest easy tonight watching YouTube. You gotta give the upside down puff puff pass, you know? Like that, upside down with this one.
I'm gonna say you learned that on YouTube, maybe?
That was, yeah, some one of them pineapple movies. How did you ever do this on your back, you know? Could you imagine how fun that would be? Try to ram that oil pan up in there. 2 gaskets and a windage tray. Shoot. I bet whoever did that's the guy that invented them cuss words. They weren't around till he came around. These front ones and the back ones, they're the funnest ones to strip out. You know, because you're just going into stamped steel instead of cast iron. And in the back, you're going into like an aluminum rear main seal carrier. And they're really cool when you strip them out. And you're like totally hosed. It's a great time.
You got your game face on?
Yeah. I always like to start with the easy ones first. So you can struggle later. Maybe somebody will show up and you can play like you got to go to the bathroom and ask them, yeah, you get them couple last bolts for me? So, yeah.
Are you talking about me? I've been here the whole time.
Oh, have we done that to you before? This feels totally cross-threaded. So let me just tighten it more. Yeah. Cross-threaded or towards the spec. Tight is tight. Too loose for the wrench, too tight for my fingers. Bust my knuckles. Swivel heads, mighty inconvenient. Why didn't I buy a car with a warranty?
Proper tools for the proper job, baby.
You
know, I feel like Tommy Boy whenever I hear warranty.
Yeah.
I really do. I feel like they're just like giving me a warranty for a piece of crap they know to break down.
Yeah. That's
But I mean, it's comfy and fuzzy to have though.
It's because they know, that's so you don't come and knock the window out of the dealership, you know. They say, well, you got a warranty, see?
Guaranteed basic.
Why is it that when there's a bolt that could be stripped out and could really cause a lot of trouble, I can't quit tightening it. I just got to keep sending her home.
You do it all the time.
And I don't know why. I don't know. It's something inside of me thinks that. It's not tight yet. That's not tight yet. You got to keep going.
And then people hear me being witchy about it. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
That's all she's getting right there, because I ain't playing no games.
I mean, because you have like totally stripped it out and everything a few times.
Oh, I've got a track record of stripping them bolts out.
Hours later, cleaning it up, rethreading it, bigger bolts. I've been with you a while.
Yep. Why don't they make a ratchet that will click when you go backwards, you know? Instead of going, somebody, Elon, please Elon, invent a ratchet that will click whenever you go back, you know? Take it on the run, baby. Drive me crazy. Got a swivel head and you're driving me nuts.
Just make it up while you're sitting on the toilet.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Take it on the run.
Lots of world's major decisions are made on a toilet, Mama. They don't tell you that, but take it from me.
What'd you guys say about that, baby?
She's got a necklace that goes jingle, jangle, jingle. She's got her tail on the waggle all the time.
Now you know she loves it when you sing to her. She's gonna want you to cuddle with her for a bit. You gotta take 10 minutes out of your job for that.
She'll get no such thing. That's the night when the lights went out in Georgia. All right, sweet mama.
Did you get all 60 of them?
I'm gonna say that's leak proof. Nope, not even close. Well, it's gonna want to be like that. I know you want to hit me in the mouth.
Decided to move the alignment.
Well,
Oh.
get up on there, and I'll be friend to you if you're friend to me. That's the way life goes. America. We can just be happy together.
Now you're at work at spec, right? Oh yeah. Here we go.
Tell me no.
You should tell people not to weld with the rings on.
Yeah, guys. Take your wedding ring off before you weld, or get one of them fancy rubber ones, you know, because they will cook your finger. Ask me how I know.
No, leave a little residue not on there. Ding. Gonna take that out.
Was that a lucky burst of energy out of that thing?
Oh, look at you.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that was just about ready to fall off. Well, you know, I did it. Ooh, what a mess.
Get in there nice and deep now.
Get in there nice and deep like.
Yeah, Mother Mopar could have maybe planned that just a little better, you know. If we could have just not dumped it all over the cross member, so it runs out front and back. I would have been just a little bit prouder, you know. Hey, there's enough other good stuff to cancel out, you know, the oil mess. And, you know, people like me don't change the rule anyway, so who am I to complain? All right, sweet mama.
You ready for the good stuff?
Ready for good stuff.
What are you putting in it?
Well, I'm going to put an STP oil filter on there that one of our members gave us. And I'm going to put some Rotella in there that our other member gave us. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Chippy Sammy, right? Mm-hmm. Chippy Sammy. Thanks, guys. Oh, the table's shaking. I got to be careful.
Your vehicle ain't gonna know how to react.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Look what I can do, honey. Look at the long
It
pour.
goes sideways. You're just gonna keep filling up.
I'm just gonna do this until it goes down the hole now, you know?
Then you're turning sideways, half of it's gonna fall out. Put a little oil back.
What's the look on your face for? You look disappointed. All right.
Take that right back off. It's disbelief, honey. It's disbelief.
Disbelief.
You put a little bit of sloppy stuff on the rubber.
I told you when I met you I was an amazing person, Mama.
I knew that.
That's the part I was talking about. I do stuff like that, much to your amazement.
Give it the whammy now.
Oh, you gotta make it tight, honey. You don't want the next guy to think he was a wimp, you know? So you gotta really smoke it on there.
You just took the one off you put on it. Never mind.
Smart aleck. All right, well, it looks like I think that's an 8-quart pan, 7 or 8 quart. And this
Car's definitely expensive, ain't it?
This 2.5 gallon thing's half empty, so I don't know how much we're gonna have when we're all said and done. Feels like there's plenty here is what I'm trying to say. Pretty sure this thing here is gonna flop out.
For sure you're gonna spill most of it.
And it's gonna go all over the headers, so I can be pleasured with the smoke to choke on. Wow, I made a horrible mess. There's gonna be smoke flying everywhere, Mama. This is gonna be nasty.
I don't think you've ever achieved that just yet.
Have
honey.
I ever put oil in something and not got all over the exhaust?
Not yet. One day.
Someday it'll happen, trust me.
Daggone.
In the battery box.
Well, maybe it'll keep it from rusting, you know? Might be a good thing.
It's a Plymouth, Mama. There's nothing that's going to keep this thing from rusting.
Think she wants more.
All right, that's all it gets. I'm dumping it all over me. It's all over the ground. I've had enough. Special thanks to whoever made these cheap, generic chrome dipsticks. Special thanks to you for making them disgustingly, horribly junk. I say she's full.
She said denied.
I'll be back.
Do over. I'll sit here and be comfy.
All right, round 2. Let me get my greasy oily shirt all over the
And keep it all nice and secure.
Hold my breath. Mom made a belt just screaming for mercy. Hey, we got 40 pounds. Made it up to 50. Yeah, she's got 50 now. Look what we can do, sweet mama.
Mostly you.
You promise?
Absolutely.
All right, well, guess we'll go out here and look for some leaks, huh?
Yeah.
Face the bitter truth.
Oh no. Let's stay in here. It's nice.
It's not leaking, quit looking.
I ain't gonna to do.
I think the longer you look at it, the better chance you got of seeing a leak. So we looked. You can do this. I looked. Yeah, I looked under there. Well, Mama, we're leak free. We got awesome oil pressure, and the garage is clear for CO2. So,
It's great. Leave for good night.
CO2, something, one of them numbers. I guess probably just have to wait till tomorrow and take her for a ride around the mountain. See if it holds up.
Yep, that's gonna be the final answer.
Yes, ma'am. All right, let's get out of here before we choke.
Hey! Whoa, where do you think you're going? What are you doing?
Oh, for a ride, sweet mama.
What? Not without me, you ain't.
And not try it out, you know? So it's getting dark and I'm gonna smoke some tire.
You even loaded the dog.
Yes, ma'am.
How rude. Okay then, I'm jumping in.
All right then.
Ooh, look at oil pressure.
Always on the run. Destiny is a rising sun. Oh, I was born, six gun in my hand, behind a gun. I'll make my final stand. Hey, that's why they call me bad company, and I can't deny till the day I die. Bad company till the day I die. Oh,
Well, there you got it, guys. Hey, it didn't leave us walking. Ran good. Oil pressure, we gained 10 pounds, and it stuck right there at 50. So I'd have to say another job well done.
Definitely success.
You just ain't got to worry about when you ain't got no oil pressure and your big block Mopar. It'll be fine. Hey, we want to say thanks to everybody that watched, and especially you guys that like, share, and subscribe, and super duper thanks to all you members out there.
Appreciate all your comments and stuff like that as well.
Heck yeah. Hey guys, be sure to stop back next week. We'll have something else to tore apart here. Some other form of garbage.
Something that he broke.
Something that broke itself. Alright guys, tell them goodbye, Chevelle.
Bye, girly. She's like, I'm out of here.
Right then. Thanks guys, see you later.
Girly.
You're happy you made it back too, ain't you, girly?
Did you like the ride? Tell everybody goodbye. Tell mom, say goodbye. Say bye.
I think she might have been impressed this time, sweet mama.
She was. You totally loved it. Are you married? You happy girl? Tell everybody bye. Come on, say goodbye.
Bye now.